Did you know a warship, your ship, started as a wax model? These models are tested, here you are, shown for the very first time in a film for your benefit. It takes place in a shed 900 foot long and plays an important part in making sure that the finished ship will have the maximum efficiency. Each new ship is a development of a forerunner in speed, navigability, facility and maneuver. All the lessons learned in actual combat. 100 draftsmen from 10 different technical departments are employed in planning her. Literally thousands of working drawings are made to be translated eventually into terms of wood and metal. Ever been to a shipyard? I've been to one or two myself. They're more exciting than you'd think. You can see there the draftsman's drawings enlarged up, as it were, to life size, and feel that you're really in on the berth of a ship. People are inclined to think of shipbuilding in terms of slipways. This work actually takes place in a mould loft. There's a tremendous amount of preliminary work to be carried out in the workshop. Drilling, countersinking, shearing, planing, rolling. All these are necessary before what you might call the larger construction can take place. Important work, but not perhaps the most exciting part of shipbuilding. That comes later. It's when you do get to the slipway that you begin to realize what it's all about. These are only tiny units of the hull. You'll see in a minute how the ship grows from them like an oak tree from an acorn. What a wonderful thing it would be if every sailor could see his ship in construction. He would get an idea of the terrific responsibility a ship's company has towards its ship when he's seen all the skill and craftsmanship that goes into the making of her. You might say that each one has been split up into thousands of small component parts and put into the care of hundreds of teams of expert workers. We don't go in for mass production. Our ships are all handmade. Each single part is individually fitted into the jigsaw puzzle that at last becomes a warship. 18 months have gone by since that wax model passed her tests. 18 months of hard work. And here's what we've got to show for it. A hull, but still empty of engines, armament, and all fittings. A whole community of men has worked non-stop on her these 18 months. Shift succeeding shift. Engineers, carpenters, fitters, riveters, painters, welders. But she still isn't a ship. She becomes that when she's launched. The really big moment of her life. Well, now that's over. But the hull's still got to be fitted. The boilers are brought out of their sheds. Pretty hefty, these boilers, and there are 8 of them all ready to be lowered in. 8 of them, and each one develops 10,000 horsepower. Each one weighs 58 tons, and between them they hold 120 tons of water. They're lowered in by tremendous cranes, which pick them up and put them down, like one of those grab machines in a fun fair. That's how it looks at any rate, but actually it's quite a considerable feat, because don't forget, the decks must be cut open to let them through to their final home. Now they're in, but there'll still be weeks of fitting before they're finally tested. I'll just give you an idea of the work and material entailed in building a cruiser. In steel, the equivalent of 250 tanks. In manpower, the production of 2,000 heavy bombers. But that's by the way. Where were we? We just got the boilers in, and now the decks have had to be resealed and the superstructure built up on top. And with the superstructure, all the numberless installations and gadgets that bring a ship to life. Once these are in, it's testing, testing, testing. Watertight doors have to be proved watertight. Engineers have to make sure that they fit with the same high degree of accuracy as the bridge of a gun. Just as the guns represent the offensive spirit of the ship, so these doors stand for her ability to withstand attack.